Hi, my name is Dustin Smith. About 10 years ago, I started an organization called Especially for Athletes, with the idea being that athletes in America could use their position of influence in a positive way to help create a positive culture and to address problems that were affecting our kids. We believe that especially for athletes are under a spotlight. We call it the Sportlight. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that Sportlight in a minute. But there's a level of attention given to young people because they can throw a ball well, or they can run fast or jump high. And we in America love to turn on Sports Center and watch our athletes. In junior highs and high school nowadays, because of social media, young kids are recognized much younger than they ever have been in the past. And this Sportlight, this bright spotlight that's shining on them, all across the country, we know who the top golfer is. We know who the top up-and-coming basketball players are at 14, 15 years old. That Sportlight is a positive and a negative thing. That Sportlight's referred to here is that time in a person's life or a child's life where they have an increased opportunity to do good or bad because they're an athlete in the spotlight. We ask them to follow a very simple phrase: eyes up, do the work. We have wristbands that we give out to athletes all over the country, and we go and we have a curriculum we've created to try to teach this phrase of very simply living with your eyes up, being aware of other people in your community, and then when you see something that could be fixed or addressed that might make your culture a more positive one, that athletes have the courage to go and do something about that. For example, in America, we have an epidemic of mental health issues. We have suicide issues that we have talked about for years and years and years. We have awareness programs that have been around for forever, drawing attention to the fact that we have young people committing suicide every day. Mental health issues that are affecting millions and millions of not only youth but also adults. We have kids who go to school every day who are afraid, scared to death to go to school because they're going to be picked on or bullied. We have issues with apathy. We have issues with pornography addiction and social media addiction and things that are affecting our kids nowadays more than ever before. These awareness programs are terrific and we love them. However, we want to be more of a prevention program. We want to be a boots on the ground, get to work and do something about it program. So this idea of living with your eyes up, being aware, looking for opportunities, and then using what we call, again, that Sportlight to do the work, to really engage in trying to create an atmosphere where everybody feels welcome at the school. Whether you play sports or not, we believe that athletes are in a position that if they'll be more aware of other people, put their arm around other people, get to know other people, listen and talk and share a positive message with other people, that together athletes of all ages and skill levels can do more to help make our cultures more positive in our communities and in our school, and use their Sportlight in a way that uplifts and helps others. So the idea of especially for athletes, the reason we say especially the athletes is not that they're necessarily more special than somebody else. It's that everybody should live with their eyes up. We should all be more aware of each other. We should all look each other in the eyes more and get our eyes up off our devices, off of our phones. Look at people, be more engaged in the lives of other people, and then be more willing to help and serve and give back by doing the work, but especially the athletes in our motto or in our program because of that Sportlight. They are in a very unique time in their life when they can do extra good with that light that's on them if they'll use it in a positive way. If you don't, athletes, if you choose to use your time in the Sportlight in a negative way, you will create a reputation that will carry you with you for many years after you're done playing sports. And that's what we want to prevent. We want to make sure as well that when that light is on you and you're a sophomore, junior, or senior in high school, that you recognize everyone's got a phone nowadays. People are taking pictures and videos all the time of you. And if you're not acting in a way that's appropriate, you may have video or pictures of you that are on the internet forever, that you may have to explain someday to your child why you were doing something that you shouldn't have been doing when you were young and in high school or junior high school. So use your Sportlight in a way that lifts and gives back. Parents, coaches, help us get to your athletes. We want to address these things like mental health, suicide, bullying, apathy, drug abuse, cheating, and social media abuse and other things. And if you'll help us with that, we can get athletes to live with their eyes up and do the work and do a lot of good. Thank you.